Shocking new figures out of Victoria this morning have revealed a record high number of vehicle thefts.
A young Wallen couple and their two dogs, dragged hundreds of metres along the Great Ocean Road, are lucky to be alive. They were asleep when a thief stole their four-wheel drive with their camper trailer still attached.
G'day campers, welcome back to 1010 Adventures. And following last week's video, something pretty cool's happened. I've been using a GPS tracker in this caravan for a little while now, and given the increase in crime and thefts, particularly around vehicles and caravans that seems to be happening across Victoria, I thought I should probably put a tracker in my car as well. So I reached out to the company I'm using for the GPS and ordered another one, but also got online got into a bit of a chat with them to talk about my experiences with the product. And along with buying a new tracker for the car, they're actually sponsoring this video, which is just amazing. For a small channel like me, this is incredible. So I'm going to drop a discount code in the comments below and at the end of this video, where we'll talk about what you'll get for that in a little bit. But first of all, who am I talking about? So I'm talking about a company called Solid GPS. Solid GPS are an Australian company. They do ship worldwide. So these trackers that they use will work in most, we'll say first world countries. They have an inbuilt SIM card that network roams. Here in Australia, it network roams between the Telstra and Optus networks. It will switch automatically. You don't need to do anything. So as long as there is network signal, it will be pinging satellites as often as it can. I've buried ours in the caravan quite deep and it's still got excellent signal. So I'm not going to show you where I've hidden it. I don't want that out there in the media world. Same as I'm not going to show you exactly where I'm going to mount it into the car. But first of all, what's in the box and what are the options available to you? So Solid GPS come in 3 different sizes. First of all, they have their standard. Now the standard is about the size of a matchbox and has approximately 3 months worth of battery life. So that's another factor of these. You don't need to hardwire them. They do have an inbuilt battery. They then have the large model that is a little bit larger and comes with about approximately 6 months battery life. And the last one, which is what I've purchased 2 of now, is the Mega. Now the Mega is quite a bit larger, and I'll show you that in a second, but it comes with a 12-month battery life. Okay, so I guess the disadvantage, if you want to call it that, with the Mega is that it did take me about 18 hours to charge the battery, which is quite a while. It does say in the instructions before you turn it on, you do need to charge your battery for between 12 and 16 hours. I found it might have taken a little bit longer than that, but I did do it overnight. There's a little red light on the side of the unit. That will turn on as soon as you plug it in. Do not disconnect it until that light goes off. That tells you the battery is fully charged. Then once you've charged the unit, there's a little micro switch, and you'll see there's a little SIM removal tool that you'll be familiar with if you've changed a SIM card in a smartphone. It does include one of those in the pack, and you just need to use that to toggle the little micro dip switch on. And from that point, leave your unit near a window or out here in the sun, as I'm about to do, and the unit will sync to a satellite, and from that point on, it's all good. So that's the basics of the unit. How do you track with it? One of the really cool things I found with Solid GPS is how easy the overall end-to-end process was. When you purchase the unit, the email address you register your account with, or register the purchase with, becomes your account email. Download their app from the App Store, log in, and the units that have been shipped to you are already registered to your account. So as soon as you charge them and turn them on, they're live in the app. It is about as fuss-free as you can get. I know when we had the white eye in the last van, while that had a lot of other awesome features like automatically putting the brakes on and other cool features, apparently there are some issues with that with disc brakes, and hydraulic brakes rather than the electric magnetic drum brakes. But I also wanted to go another another option this time. And this was much easier to set up, I have to say that. Also significantly cheaper. The prices on these range from $159 to $259 for the Mega. And I think the Wi-Fi, getting that professionally installed, which I would recommend if you've got a fairly complex electrical system like we do, that was going to cost us about $2,000. So I've gotten, I think, effectively 2 vehicles tracked for a third of the cost that it was going to cost me to put the Wi-Fi in the van. Now, don't feel like I'm casting dispersions of Wi-Fi, great company, but Solid GPS, I've got to say, have been absolutely amazing to deal with. And just, as I say, super easy to connect. Other functions within that app, and I'm using this with the Caravan, and it's just a simple tap of a button to enable or disable, is geofencing. So I've got geofencing on the Caravan. If it moves, it will automatically send a ping to my phone. Make sure you do allow notifications from the app to come through, very important. But yeah, if our Caravan moves, I will get a ping and it will send live updates every 2 minutes to the satellites. So we'll be able to track it in basically real time. And if I need to, I can download a single access code for VicPol or your local police, wherever you are in the world, to give to them, and they can log into your account just for that unit and track its movements. So really, really great bit of kit. One of the other things that was available, and I've purchased it, I purchased it purely for this video. I'm not actually going to use it, but I wanted to show you guys some of the other things that you can get with the unit. And that was a waterproof pouch. This is a really good option if you're trying to put this on a motorcycle, as an example. Somewhere where it's not necessarily going to be completely weatherproof and sheltered. This will waterproof the unit. I do believe they come in different sizes because I got the Mega, it's quite a large pouch. This is it here. Just Velcros in, opens up. I've used a similar sort of one of these for my mobile phone when swimming, and basically the same thing. It's got multiple zip seals. Roll it over again, and trap the unit inside. And it may actually be the one size because this will just buckle up with both sides through that hole there, and you can attach that behind your number plate on a motorbike or somewhere else out of view, and or your jet ski for that matter. So there's a lot of versatility with that. Obviously this is going inside the vehicle. I'm not going to need to waterproof, but I did want to show you how that works. And in fact, I've actually got 2 of these. So if you purchase one of these units, let me know in the comments and let me know if you want one of these, and I might send them to you because I'm not going to use them, and I'll send them out to you. Let's have a look at what's in the actual box. So in here, the first thing you get is your instruction manual. This quick start guide has everything in it. It will tell you everything you need to do to get the unit up and running, and conveniently the QR codes to quickly scan in and get your app onto your phone. Supports both Google Play and the App Store if you're an Apple user. Also no limitation on the number of phones, so my wife Carla can put this on her phone and track it as well. That'll send the updates to both of us. You get a couple of little GPS tracking stickers, one reversed for the inside of a window and one for outside anywhere else. You also get in here a charging cable. Again, I'm a bit surprised that it's an old micro USB. They're not going to the USB standard yet, but look, for something I'm going to charge once every 12 months, I'm not too worried. You get your little SIM tool, and then there is the unit itself. Now, as you can see, this is the Mega. It is quite large, about the size of a credit card in surface size, but it's about 3 centimeters or 1.5 inches thick. So I've already charged this up. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you quickly. Here at the charging point, this little LED here, when you're charging, that will go red and turn off once the battery is fully charged. Again, do not unplug it until that light has gone off. Charging it to that point will maximize the life of the battery and continue its life cycle as you continue to charge it. Lithium batteries do degrade over time. This is what will help maximize the life of this battery. Then on the side, you will see in here, and I hope this is going to come out on camera, So there's a little switch in here. All you need to do is take this unit, this tool here, and flick that across towards the back of the unit or away from the power point, and that will activate the unit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to activate this live, and I'm going to log into my app and see how long it takes to pair the unit. So I'm going to log into my account on my phone and just show you how quick and easy this really is. Just to hide my location, I'm just going to have this in satellite mode with no location, so it's not going to show you where my street address. Sorry if you're trying to find out where I live. But I'm going to show you quickly where this is. You can see on my screen, you can see the location of my caravan. It's sitting in the middle of our little township. And I've zoomed right in. It is very accurate to within about 1 or 2 meters. So super accurate. You see at the top of the screen, it says show all devices. If I tap that, I can look at one device. Now, if I click on the first one, that's this unit. That's the newest one that's been popped into my account. That's not currently active because I haven't turned it on. Or I can go to my caravan one and it will show up on screen. So I'm going to go to, I'm just going to leave it on show all. And I'm now going to turn it on. And let's just see how long this takes to load up. Just while this is loading, I will point out it does not turn the light on. There's no visible indication that this unit is active or actually does anything. So it's not going to be obvious what it is. While we're waiting for this to fire up, the other thing I will say, this label does need to be down on the ground or facing towards the ground for this to work properly. Just going to drop this on the step and just see how we go. There we go. We are now live. And you can't actually see it because if I go to show all devices, it's actually sitting under my other one because it's sitting so close to it. So pretty quick, less than a minute for it to sync with the nearest satellite. I think it did. It's a little bit of cloud cover today. That may have made a difference. When I synced the one for the caravan a while ago, that did it in about 30 seconds, give or take. Either way, it's all in there. Now, if I want to check my battery status, showing all devices, it's not actually going to let me look at them, so I'm just going to switch to the one now, and it's telling me I've got 80% battery, which is interesting. I might have to go and charge that. Charge to my caravan, it's showing me 100% battery status, and it's in watchdog mode. So the watchdog mode, that is your geofencing. Just tap that on, and it will notify me if that van moves. You've also got an emergency mode, so if you haven't got your watchdog mode on and you're looking at security cameras and go, oh, where's my caravan gone? You can smack on emergency mode as well. It will give live updates on location and also gives you a referral code to refer to your friends. But please don't use the one that comes with the app because I'm going to give you one. So if you do choose to buy one of these, and again, a huge thank you to Solid GPS for this. If you purchase one of the units and use the code 1010, that's 10TEN at checkout, you will get 60 days of free tracking. Now, where is that important? Because these are a SIM-based unit, they do cost you about $70 a year to run the SIM, to keep the tracking account open and pay for the SIM card. Now, while $7 a month or thereabouts if you're paying monthly is not very much, it's cheaper than a Netflix subscription, it does cost you something. There is a massive advantage that I found with this though. I contacted my insurance company and let them know I was putting a tracker in my car, and I saved over $100 a year in my car insurance for putting it in there. So you're going to make back on your insurance more than what it's going to cost you for the unit. So really strong recommendation. Just get one of these, use the code 1010 in the checkout, get an additional 60 days of free tracking. I'll put a link to the website down below and a reminder of that code. Drop it in, get yourself one of these. $150 for the standard, for a hell of a lot of peace of mind and cheaper insurance. I don't see where you can go wrong. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's episode. Leave me a comment down below. As I said, if you do purchase one of these units and you want a waterproof pouch, I've got 2 of them to give away. Let me know you bought one and I'll send it out to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and thank you again so much to Solid GPS for sponsoring this. It's a huge opportunity for the channel, and I will say I did pay full retail for these, and I'm only recommending it, and I was only wanting to partner with Solid GPS. They made the offer, but I absolutely was happy to do it because I do trust their product. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.